When it comes to Kalari, there are 5 stages. I could feel is when we do Kalari, it is our body is capable to do anything. Suddenly, if I'm seeing you, I like the same time if I'm coming, I just like the same time. This is different. So
Thinking about a Western perspective, they would see these things, giving respect to a certain tool, as a religious form. So the moment you strip the religion, you can also strip the prayers.
Production like this, yeah, like this, yeah. The flow on Dutchman, yeah, the flow on Dutchman.
So we've entered the Gurukul, the Kalari, and I'm here with the gurus of the Akhara, the seniors.
Namaste, my name is Manoj Kumar. So we are here. This is Jitu sir, Jitu Gurukul, Praveen Gurukul.
Right.
So we'll be taking the classes here in Kalari. Our Gurukul name is Ayodhana Kalari Academy, and
Oh,
this
it
is
went really fast. What is the name?
Ayodhana Kalari.
Ayatuna.
Ayodhana. And yeah, since last 6 years we are in Bangalore, and basically we are from Kerala, and it's a good time we could meet different people.
Right.
And thanks for coming to Kalari.
Yes. About the history of Kalaripayattu.
Kalari.
Because it originates from Kerala, right?
Yeah.
And any idea how old it is? Because I've heard that it's one of the the oldest
Ancient, yeah.
martial arts that are out there. Is that correct? Or
Yeah, actually, there is no written proof for that, which is in this time only. But there are two ways are there. Even people are talking about when it comes to historical way. There are 12th century, 13th century, and all we are telling, because when it comes to the Hindu mythology, that Mahabharata, Ramayana, and all, some of the Kalari moves they are describing there. In the same way, when it comes to the mythology way, from Lord Shiva, there are two lineages are telling when it comes to Kalaripayattu. One is southern style, other one is northern style. There are different style like Madhya Kerala, Middle Kerala style, Malabar style.
Right.
Same way, more sub styles are there, like which is called Vadakkan, Tekkan, Tulunadan, Malanadan, Kadathanadan, Kozhikodan, Chavakadan. Different
Many,
subsections.
many,
are
right.
there.
Yeah, because what I noticed is that, especially in the throughout the whole country, the same practice can have multiple names.
Yeah.
And then it also has a little bit, different gurus
Variations,
variations. They teach it differently. But the main thing is that Kalaripayattu is from the southern part of India, right?
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
it? Okay, that's where it actually
So
originates.
in this mainly the most common practicing styles two are there. One is northern style, other one is southern style.
Right.
And in this also the two lineages which is telling, one has come from Lord Shiva, which has come to Lord Parshuram.
Right.
Through that is the lineage. Another one is Agastya, the southern style, the
Right.
sage Agastya's lineage.
Acha.
And now
Right. And so the basis of Kalaripayattu is that it is a martial arts, right?
yeah, it is a there are different phases which we can get into Kalaripayattu. Whether if you want to get into a good fitness regime, you can consider as a good fitness. It's a
Right.
good, really traditional way which is formed that way our ancestors. Second one is a good self-defense mechanism, and third one to get a good discipline life. Like when it comes to kids, the way how they respect, because the first move when they're coming to the Kalari, when they're joining, there is a ritual which is called Guru Dakshina. Means when they have to come along with their parents, and they have to give that Dakshina with the bitter leaf, harika nut, and all with the. So the way when they're giving, the same time they're touching their parents and taking the blessings. So after that, Guru, after finally they're praying to the Kalari god and goddesses.
It's almost like an initiation,
Yeah,
going from parents to
culture.
guru.
So the way how to respect and how to keep that discipline in their life, the personality. So it's like a lifetime program. So that discipline life from the childhood onwards we'll be creating through these rituals and customs. And apart along with that, it's as a good now it has come as a sports under sports category also, because now to get into colleges or schools, to get in sports quota, same time and to get into armies and all. So it's like if there somebody really wanted to take it as a sport, that is also possible, not only like a traditional art form.
Right. And what would that then entail? If it would be a sport, would it be like a certain amount of push-ups or lunges or duns that you should do, or is it like more in the
There are different
different ways?
Kalari moves are there, because when it
Mm.
comes to Kalari, there are 5 stages.
Mm-hmm.
So like a Meitari, like a bare hand moves, and the bare body conditioning, everything. When a disabled starts Kalari, it start with Meitari. After that, Koltari means the wooden weapons like a short stake, long stake, otta, mace. All these things will be coming in that. Then after that, Angatari, the third segment, which is coming as sword and shield, dagger, knife, spear, the flexible sword. All these things will dagger. Everything will be coming into the Angatari, the metal weapon training.
Right.
Finally, it comes as Varumkai, means the bare hand fight against weapons.
Bare hand against
Against weapons. Hand to hand as well as hands against weapons. After that is the conclusion of 18 syllabuses of Kalaripayattu. But more than that is there. Even if you go, whatever you're seeing here, some more style or some more extra weapons, you can see some other colories.
Right.
Because since it is a traditional art, everywhere people used to practice according to their own style and their own whatever weapons or things they used to get in the traditional way.
Sure.
And the fifth stage will be Kalari Chigilsa, the Kalari treatment. So the Kalari treatment means when the disabled completed the 18 syllabus of Kalaripayattu, we can consider it 10 standard, like that. After that, if they wanted to go for higher studies, they wanted to know about more Kalari, and if they wanted to take it as a profession, they should know about the Kalari Chigilsa, means the vital points and the treatment, the stimulation, and something happened, because there are high chances to get injuries inside the Kalari. So the general basic injuries, most of the things we'll be treating here only. So if it is a sprain or a kind of dislocations, fractures and all, we have to take care. We have to go for a long time treatment. But basic things, whatever is coming, we'll be treating in Kalari only.
Interesting. And you're talking about these different segments, right?
Yeah.
But from what I've heard, is that it takes quite a lot of time. So
Yeah.
it's not like, oh, I'm here, and the first week I go through this, and the second week I go through this, and the third week I can go play with the metal. No, that's not how it works, right? No.
Because one thing, the traditional way nowadays, actually sword and shield, all these things are not even, people won't even thinking about that, right? But the good thing, when we practice all these weapons and all, the fear will not be there for anything. If somebody is coming with a knife or whatever it is, because they have seen the worst weapon, right? The hardest weapon is the Kalari only they are seeing. So if somebody is coming with even bare hand, that's so cool, because they have a fight against the weapons. So that way, it is more possible. The confidence level will be going high. And other than that, when it comes to people, the practicing segments is so difficult, because my own experience, I'm a national player in Wushu also. Wushu is a Kung Fu sports event.
Right. Yes.
So I'm a national medalist also. So what I could feel is, when we do Kalari, it is our body is capable to do anything, because the way the flexibility, the strength, and the mind and body coordination is happening, that is awesome. So whichever art form we wanted to get into, either or sports, our body will be ready to adapt. So that way, it is we always suggest, if somebody wanted to try Kalari, it's a good traditional art form which they always should try.
Right.
And also, it is that difficult when it comes to that.
Because how long can it take before you move through these segments?
It is one thing, like any other art form.
Sure.
It depends on person to person.
Yeah, of course.
And second one, generally, what we could see is all these years, minimum to complete 18 syllabus, 5 to 7 years people are taking.
5 to 7
5 to 7 years. Because in between injuries can be there, some kind of illness can come, everything considered on an average. If somebody is so punctual, because when like this, people are coming for only to learn Kalari, not like they're going to their academy, their normal life and finishing their job or study. Other than that, there are people, those who really want to take it as first priority. So they'll be practicing minimum 5 to 6 hours in a day. That way, it's a tight schedule. Without breaking it, they're going maximum 3 years, they can complete.
So they are training 5 to 6 hours every day for 3 4 years.
Only Sunday we will be giving break, because people will be coming for 1 month course, 2 month crash course. Like they wanted to capture the maximum, but their fitness level has to be that way.
Right.
Because if it is a beginner, it is not possible.
No.
Because the soreness and the tiredness in the body will take time.
Yeah. And is it like similar to Kushti, that you start in the morning and then also in the evening?
Yeah, same way.
Right, same way.
But nowadays what we are seeing is people, it's not something really coming as so passionate about most of the people. They wanted to just know about the art. So what is happening 1 hour or 2 hour training, alternate days, weekend batches, because
Right.
nowadays people don't have time only. But there are people, those who are so much passionate, they're giving the priority to Kalaripayattu.
Yes.
For them, morning and evening practice is compulsory.
Yeah, because what I've noticed in all the Akaras and the Tamils is that the popularity is like slightly decreasing because the old way of fitness is
Yeah.
kind of it's overwhelmed by the whole new fitness industry, right? Where there are gyms and people pay for their, it's
Yeah,
a very
it is-
different.
it is
a very different way of acquiring fitness and health than it was back in the day.
Yeah.
But this exists, this practice exists already for so long. So, do you feel anything happening there? Like, does it change as the modern fitness industry comes up, or are people having different expectations than they used to be, or do you also feel that you have to adjust?
That is there. Actually,
That is
the
there.
way when we were learning, we all were learning that time,
Right.
the traditional old school method. Because if simple basic stride, free kick, nergal we say, if that kick itself, if the disciple is not ready for that, if he is not ready, because while moving the single leg stability has to be correct, body control, and the kick
Sure.
has to come in a better way. So if it is not correct, Guru will not take it, whether it is 2 months or 3 months. Until then, the Guru will not take next number. And what will happen by the time, it's not only fitness, it's all about their discipline, because if they
Right.
don't have that much dedication and the commitment and the patience, the disciple will drop out. So suppose every year, earlier it was there is a custom, the holiday, the ritual will be happening called the puja holiday, the Mahanavami, Vijayadashami, so that time only we'll be taking the admissions yearly once, maximum twice in a year, earlier times. So once they mostly 50 to on an average to 100 200 people will be joining at a time. Within 6 months only half of them they will drop. And because of they will keep like it, they will not push them to learn. Whoever is coming, they will be okay, correct it. When they are good with that, they'll give next number.
Right.
So when they're moving in a slow way and the Guru is not pushing them hard, not giving them much attention, still he'll be observing them, how they're doing, are they really interested, or they're just coming for fun, or they just wanted to get everything quickly and run away, because the character they will observe. And after 1 year, most of them, because if it is 200, nearly 50 to 40 people will be there.
Right.
So, and from then he will start teaching, because then he will take them serious, because they are seeing that interest and the passion in them. Other people, because it's like maybe a trial and error or some excitement or a quick movement, so they will come, they will drop out.
Sure.
So for such people, actually all the Kalaris, gurus will not teach them directly. There will be senior students, they will be taking care. When they are showing the real interest, when they are passing the test, that first, then Guru will take them serious, then they will start teaching them. That's the old way. But here what is happening, maybe that can be one reason, because it's so difficult and it has to invest a lot of time. That's why people are not coming. Whether it is when it goes to gym and other stuff, 3-month course, 4-month course, or maybe 6 months, they can see good changes in them.
I can imagine.
But this is one reason. But nowadays what we do, most of the Kalaris, we won't push people, but if somebody is ready to learn, they're taking their effort and time, we will give our best. It's not like, okay, fine, after 6 months only this syllabus. If they're ready, we are ready to give, because that is the way we can also help them. But more than that we can't, because there is a physical as well as mental progression is happening, right? So everything has its own time. So there is a saying in Malayalam, I don't know if people will understand. So which is called Talli Pazhippikka, Thane Pazhikka. Means anything, even if it comes to fruits, if you're putting into chemical and making it ripe, the same time when it comes from the tree naturally ripe, the sweetness is more. Same way, everything has its own time. So when the disciple is taking its own time and they learn, the quality in them will be really good.
Sure.
But when somehow we are pushing, they're doing some small crash course, they're pushing, they want to learn more, the performance and the knowledge which they are acquiring, it will be very less.
Right.
And he's Rafi Gurukar, one of our most senior.
Big guy. Nice to meet you. Harvard.
Sudhir.
Must be a strong man. Must be a strong man. Yeah, this is something that I think every coach needs to deal with, right? Where is this threshold of when the student is ready, and when does he really want to learn, right? Instead of just being interested and motivated, but not really motivated enough to be disciplined.
We do one more thing, because we know, because if you're so much rigid with this traditional method, people won't get the exposure towards this. So more often what we'll be doing, we'll be giving Monday workshops, we are going to different cities,
Right.
giving them the exposure. If they like, they will come for our classes or wherever the near Kalaris are, they will go and join. But we always suggest, because if they're not getting any exposure, it's not possible. So that one day workshop will help them to give an idea, will give more knowledge about Kalari, like how it will be happening, how it was, how it is going to help you in your life. So if they're interested, they will come into that. But if somebody really wanted to learn the art, it will take time, and they have to put their time and effort into this.
Right. And if people want to know more about those workshops and training schedules, is there any way they can find?
The general way which we have an Insta handle,
Right.
so that Ayodhana Kalari,
Yeah.
so they can follow that. So all the updates will be there,
Right.
and that is the easiest way nowadays.
Yeah, it is. I can completely agree.
So that's what going to happen. And
That's cool.
recently now we have one thing, it's not confirmed yet. In UK there is a workshop is going to happen in May 7 and 8. So we have students there also.
Cool.
Like that workshops are happening recently. Now mostly in March we are planning something in UK, Uttarakhand. So it's not confirmed yet, but May UK one is already confirmed. So like that we are also trying to take our time and effort to get into, because every time we are getting so many inquiries. With the problem, traveling from different part of the country and staying here is more difficult.
Yeah.
So little bit we also do.
That's cool. This is also that is also part, of course, of how you are adapting towards the
Yeah.
new situation, right? How you're adapting, because I can understand this practice is so ancient. The whole thing about social media is like, how do you relate an ancient practice and with social media? And so it's a nice way that you describe that, how your guys are trying to, because I've seen your Instagram. It's good. It's really good. Yeah. So that's a powerful way and a modern way to reach many people. So that's cool. Great.
Yeah, that's one good thing happened in this new era,
Yeah.
because people can reach from different part of the country. They can connect each other. They can see, they are getting to know about different art forms. They're willing to practice there. They're taking their effort from that. It's really.
That's really cool. Wow.
This is called Kalari, where we practice. That area is called Kalari.
Kalari.
The art form is Kalaripayattu. Kalaripayattu.
And what does Payattu mean?
Payattu means the fight, or the exercise, or what we do inside the Kalari. It is called Kalaripayattu. Okay. And when we come, first we'll be touching respecting the Bhumi Devi. We can consider as mother. Earth is we consider as our mother.
Right.
So when we even, according to Hindu mythology, when we get up from the floor itself, when you after sleep, when you get up, that time also we'll be doing some prayer and we'll test the Bhumi Devi, because all the day we are standing on her. So we'll give the respect to her, then only we'll be starting.
For a Western mind, it's difficult to understand why you would respect, for example, your weapon or the ground, because somebody would say, well, this ground is exactly the same as this ground. Why would you respect this? What would make the difference, right? Okay. So for a Western mind, so what I was thinking is, if you rationalize it from a more perspective way, is that you put intention into it, right? So the moment you put intention into it, that means that you there's a certain level of awareness that comes with whatever you're doing. So for example, if you're using the sword or the gada, and because you're paying attention to it, it's almost like before you drive, you pay attention to the car, like, okay, I'm grateful that I'm now driving the car, and that makes you more mindful of your safety during your ride. Is that kind of how you would?
Almost you said that.
Okay.
So the thing, see, normally if you are like, suddenly if I'm seeing you, I like the same time if I'm coming, I just like the same time. This is different. So the same time we are shaking hand, with the respect we are giving. The same time, not only the smoothness and the respect, at the same time the care. I'm caring you, not like hi. Same way when we take the prayer, when we do that, all the rituals here, as you said, we are giving more attention, more mindful. We are into that. Yeah. So the same way when it start weapon training, our gurus always used to say, after giving few numbers, they used to say, rest of the things the weapon will teach you. Because if you are not doing properly, they will start hitting us back because we'll get injured. The same way when we giving the attention, that sharpness, the alertness, the focus, everything is more. The same way when it comes to the Bhumi Devi, where we practice, when we give the vibe, right, we all know that positive, negative vibes. The
Sure.
moment when we give more respect and attention towards that devotional
Right.
aspects of that, it is really important.
Yeah,
And
it
also,
is.
when everybody is coming with a positive mind inside the Kalari,
Right.
here there will not be any negative energy. And the way how we construct the Kalari, the way how the face, because there will be a air ventilation inside the Kalari.
You know,
And,
sorry to interrupt
Yeah.
you, but this is I had to think because I've been teaching in gyms and I still do in Amsterdam. And what happens sometimes is that, for example, you have a class at 12, right? And at 12 then suddenly there's people coming in and they're 5 minutes late and they're like and they're like searching, doing a quick warm up, like and then they start in
Pumping
directly,
up, yeah.
yes, pumping up, and I'm now on time for the class. Like there's no structure in modern gyms as to how you would start your workout, how you would pay attention to it, and you see just people like still in their head with work, and you know that's
actually, I have some contacts with the old traditional way, those who are doing weight training as well.
right.
So everywhere it is there, but the problem what is happening because of lot of people are coming to the gym. Sometimes the trainers are not able to give the attention. Sometimes they are not able to teach them how to start it. Even how important is the pre-workout session, how important is the post-workout session. I mean the stretching and other stuff, preparing our body for the session, as well as after the session how we have to do the cool down and make our body ready to recover from the entire session what we were going through. So that most of the time people are not giving the awareness, though it is there in all the internets and other stuff, but people are not getting the awareness. For that, I think lack of well experienced trainers or coaches are there.
Sure,
That
sure,
is
sure.
up to some extent it is there. But when
There's
it
also
comes
no knowledge about, because if I'm thinking about a Western perspective, they would see these things, giving respect to a certain tool, as a religious form. So the
Okay.
moment you strip the religion, you can also strip the prayers.
yeah.
But in my mind, that is not completely how it works. Like the religion, especially in Hinduism, religion and culture is like one thing, right?
Yeah,
it is not really separate from
Separate.
each other. So there's also a reason why you do it. It's not just only religion. That's what I'm trying to figure out, and also what I start to experience as I get into these practices in India.
Yeah, it is. It's really important to have that, because when we have the respect, even according to the Indian culture, when it comes to a guru and the shishya, the disciple and the guru connection, there is always our guru used to say that bhayam bhakti bahumana, means the fear and the devotion and the respect has to be there towards the guru. So the same way, it's not like so much fear, yo, he will hit me, not that way. The respect, with the respectful, with the love,
Sure.
that devotion, when it comes, they will accept that guru whatever he is saying, and the leading towards the wisdom will be really easy.
Yeah, and that is also what we talked about earlier, like the how difficult it is to get someone to the point that they really want to learn. If you get them through these initiation processes where you become the guru, then it is easier for the non-guru, the student, to become the student. And then he opens his mind and then he listens.
Of course, of course.
Yeah.
And also it is really important for us to have that, what do you say, that capacity or the quality in us, because simply people disabled will not accept as guru. Whether it is a performance or the
Exactly.
knowledge, where when they are going through it mentally or emotionally, or as physically, if any kind of trauma kind of things are happening, even if some injuries happen, we should be able to take care of everything. So as a more than, because I have seen most of the, especially adult batch, we won't get that kind of connection, because most of the people are, now I am 30, most of the students are 30 plus, 40, 45, 50, 55. So they will have kind of a brother affection. But when it comes to the youngster, because all
Yes.
normally we all are towards the path of the guru, we can't even call ourselves as a guru, since we are normally just below that, the ashram we say, means who trains, who teaches Kalaripayattu. The guru means actually the meaning is totally different. But sometimes people won't understand Ashan say, because most of the people only know the name of Guru.
Guru,
So
yeah,
that's
yeah.
why when we are talking, yeah, I'm the Guru
The
who is
Guru.
taking that class.
Yes, yes.
So they can relate faster.
Right.
But actually we consider ourselves also, our to kids service style, we are the Ashan. Because Guru
Right.
means he'll be even our gurus. Like there will be when with the time and experience, because the experience only will come with the time, right?
Sure.
So that way their knowledge and the way how they deal with the disciple, the deal with the art, that is totally different.
Mm.
So that quality has to be there in any guru or any coach or any trainer, whoever is taking Kalaripayattu or any of the martial art or any of the art form. Then only they can lead the disciple into the right way. Because if they are not able to give the right thing towards them, they will not be able to get the right fruit of any of the art.
Exactly.
So they're having that right knowledge and good experience is really important.
Yeah. Interesting stuff.